Namaste, Sharanu Sharanarthigalu, dear learners. Welcome back to SPPS online classes. Dear students, we have started NCERT class 6th, our past 1 history section, chapter number 6, new questions and ideas. In the previous video classes, we have covered the discussion on various concepts from this chapter. Now, in the present video class number 4, we are going to discuss the monasteries, the system of the ashramas. Let us begin the understanding monasteries. Monasteries also called as a viharas. So what are viharas and how were the earlier viharas built? So let us begin the understanding. Yes, dear students, you are observing the one of the monument here. So this monument is called the monasteries or viharas. So the Bauddha viharas and Jaina viharas. So the monasteries literally mean rest house for the monks and nuns. So let us begin understanding how were the earlier viharas built. To begin with, both Jaina and Buddhist monks went from place to place throughout the year teaching people. The only time they stayed in one place was during rainy season when it was very difficult to travel. Then their supporters built temporary shelters for them in gardens or they lived in natural caves in hilly areas. Dear students, it was the time the Buddhist followers and as well as monks and nuns started traveling from one place to another place to spread the religious aspects to common people. So they in the harsh climatical condition, for example in a rainy season, they required the temporary shelters. So the villagers or local people build them some of the temporary shelters for the Buddhist monks and nuns. So these temporary shelters are called the viharas. So these were the earlier viharas. As time went on, many supporters of the monks and nuns and they themselves felt the need for more permanent shelters, and so monasteries were built. So these were known as viharas, the temporary as well as the permanent shelters for Buddhist monks and nuns. So these permanent shelters are called the viharas as well as the monasteries. So the earliest viharas were made of wood, then of brick. Some were even in the caves that were dug out in hills, especially in western India. So very often the land on which the viharas was built was donated by a rich merchant, landowner or the king. So who were donated the land for construction of the monasteries, especially a rich merchant or a landowner or the king. And the local people came with gifts of food, clothing, and medicines for the monks and nuns. So, in return, they taught the Buddha's welsides for the people. So, over the centuries, Buddhism spread to many parts of the subcontinent and beyond. Yes, dear students, these are all information regarding the monasteries concept. Yes, you are observing the one of the cave that is located in Karle at present day Maharashtra. So these the temporary shelters constructed for the monks and nuns for in a harsh condition of the climate. So next we go through the recapitulation of the monasteries. The monasteries are called the permanent shelters, and which purpose the monasteries were built for stay during adverse climatical conditions. And the monasteries also known as viharas, and monasteries made of wood and stones, as well as they curved out hollow curved out in the caves in western India, and land donated by rich merchants or landowners, as well as the local people offered gifts like medicines, clothes, as well as the some of the food for the Buddhist monks and nuns. So these are all related few points regarding the monasteries. Now we go through the last concept from this chapter, that is the system of ashramas. Ashramas also known as the stages of life. The ashramas also known as the stages of life. There were four stages of the life in the Brahmana caste. So those are brahmacharya, grahastha, vanaprastha and sannyasa. So let us begin the understanding these four stages of life. So yes, dear students, around the time when Jainism and Buddhism were becoming popular, Brahmins developed the system of ashramas. So who were developed the ashramas? The Brahmins developed the system of ashramas. So what are ashramas? Here the word ashrama does not mean a place where people live and meditate. So it is used instead for a stage of life. So the ashramas mean a stage of life. Four ashramas were recognized: brahmacharya, grahastha, vanaprastha and sannyasa. So let us begin the understanding the first one, brahmacharya. Brahmin, kshatriya and vaishya. So these are the some of the social categories in the earlier social life. So the brahmana, kshatriya and vaishya men were expected to lead simple lives and study vedas during the earlier years of their life. So this stage of life is called the brahmacharya. So second stage of life is grahastha. Then they had to marry and live as a householder. So this stage is called the grahastha. Then they had to live in the forest and meditate. This stage of life is called the vanaprastha. So lastly or finally they had to live give up everything and become sannyasa. So sannyasins. So these last this last stage of life is called the sannyasin. The system of ashramas allowed man to spread some part of their lives in meditation. So the who want to uh, adopt the brahmacharya, they have to must and should follow the meditation in their life. So next we go to the generally women were not allowed to study the vedas during the earlier years. The women were not allowed to study the Vedas and they had to follow the ashramas chosen by their husbands. So this is some information regarding the stages of life that we call ashramas. So next we go through the in upcoming class we will cover the new chapter. Till then, bye bye. Have a nice day.